Wonderful stuff. Pepper just throws it out. Chance for St Kilda now. Dunstan kicks long and strong, but it's to no one in particular. And again, it's Bonner who's able to bring the ball out. Amon in the back pocket.
McKenzie, who can kick a long ball, as we know, but maintains possession back to Amon. 7-point margin, time in their favour, but a lot of time to be taking off the clock here. Dixon gets to the front of it. Marshall was there, and the ball thumped out of play for a ball in. Ryder to go at it with Lysette again. One-on-ones wherever you look. Little pat down towards that Eamon Jones one-on-one. Jones didn't have it. He didn't quite get tackled and didn't quite have possession.
But he didn't quite relinquish possession either. He was having a bob each way.
And the umpire let it roll. Flicked into the air. Little flick pass from Steele to Dunstan. Inside kick. The chaos ball might work. Membry, a toe poke back towards Steele. They come at him to Sinclair. Opens it up to the top of the 50. Nicely delivered. Inside kick from Connolly to Marshall. A bullet pass from Connolly. We saw him at half-back nail an inside kick earlier. And for a 19-year-old in game 4, showed some poise there.
Oh, they become valuable players that can kick the footy. Have a look at this. He just squares it up. He looks. Lead coming at me off one step, a low dart. Nothing you can do about that.
From directly out. Drop punt, heads goalward. That was for a 1-point game, but it's still a 1-kick game. It's a 6-point margin.
I think we saw earlier on his career shots at goal. He is no good from directly in front. He's kicked 2 rippers out of packs, but can't kick one from 40 straight in front. Anyway, it's a goal, the difference. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Ryder gets underneath it. Good play by Marshall. Takes it to the boundary line. Throw it in.
They've become very predictable coming out of defence, and in particular from the kickouts, which is making it easy for the Saints to set up. They just kick it long, bomb it to where the talls are, but they don't have the crummers, or I don't think they've got the runners that are actually running on top of the ground the way the St Kilda players are at the moment, Port.
So the throw in, though, again, it was Bergman who got it out in the clinches to Amon. Boak, look at that. Desperation was fantastic, but he's coughed it up. Seb Ross just slams it on the boot, does well enough. And again, a resolute defence, and Burton takes the mark at halfback for Port Adelaide. Now the time becomes a factor. 2:42, a kick in it. Port desperately need another score. Ollie Wines has just been sensational overhead in recent weeks. Cops one in the head at the same time. Takes the mark on centre wing. Running down the clock.
What a bonus when your midfielders can do something like that down the line for you.
So Dixon's the target. They all fly. Front of the pack. It's a beautiful mark, and it's Marshall.
He's threatened to do it a few times.
So Marshall at one end misses the set shot. Todd Marshall gets the chance at the other.
Well, he's also got distance to worry about here, hasn't he?
Yeah, but a point might be good enough here. Put some 2 kicks up.
And he's milking the clock. So he's got 10 seconds to take this kick, and he'll take every one of those seconds.
Yeah, and this is the kick that you do want to drive it as close to goals as you can and rush it through if you can't kick the goal. Make sure you make it a 2-kick game.
So Marshall comes in, skips to the side and thumps it long and strong. It won't be a goal, but he will get across the line, and suddenly Port Adelaide lead by 1-1. 2 kicks required for St Kilda to go into the 8.
Down the middle.
So time is of the essence now. Straight down the spine. Marshall gets back after having that shot to put them 7 up. Can't mark it. Ball spills. Butler flicks it out after being caught. Dunstan had a chance. Frederick gets his opportunity. Burton heads wide. Dixon corralled. Oh, he dare stepped around them and kicks the sealer. King Charles gets his moment.
Where did that step from Charlie Dixon come? That was enormous.
That sore knee healed quickly, didn't it?
He left Dougal Howard clutching at thin air. Have a look at the little 1-2. Boom. See you later. Exceptional. Exceptional. He's found it so difficult to find space. He's been beaten and battered. Well, but he found a great step.
For a bloke that's been hobbling around for 4 quarters, he's been an absolute battering ram today, Charlie Dixon. Just hasn't been his day in terms of being able to win clean footy. But that's reward for competing until the final siren.
Yep. Yeah, the man who gave him a nice old talking to at 3/4 time, happy with what he saw there. He's had 5 disposals today, Dixon, but I tell you what, it has just been, in this term, it's been unbelievable what he's been able to do, crashing the packs. So with a minute left in the game, Port Adelaide are going to go into the top 4. Amon gets the handball out. Houston's kick to the boundary line. That's all he wants. He wants to put it as far away from St Kilda goals as he can. It's picked up by Billings, though. He kicks up towards Marshall, who goes up. Umpire said play on. I'd almost have paid that one. Steele has been fantastic today, the captain. But it's Port Adelaide who are going to run away with it with 36 seconds left on the clock.
Dixon, Howard, Dixon again. Couldn't quite complete it, though. Wilkie comes up with it. A spear pass down the spine. Dunstan, he knows there's only seconds remaining. Finds Kent, finds Ross. Back to Kent. Everything playing in Port Adelaide's favour as the seconds tick down, and Alia collects it and says, let's hold on to it, boys. We've got it won. No need to do anything crazy. Big moment for Port Adelaide. A win to get them back inside the top 4. And they had to come from behind in the last quarter to do it.
And how appropriate, Dwayne, that Bergman was the man who took the mark, because we talked about him during the game. Well, if he hasn't got a Rising Star nomination.